Well, welcome to Daily Life Connection again. What a great journey we're having with this idea of God of grace. We're going to continue in it again today, looking at the God of grace who says, "You're right. You're right." That's what God's grace means. We hear from God, "You got it right." You know, if you're in school and you're learning math, we'll say, and the teacher has a test, and it has all these math questions on it. Let's get really simple. Addition and subtraction and whatnot. And there's 2 plus 3, and you get 5. And then there's 6 plus 4, and you write 8. And there's 8 minus 3, and you write 2. And you pass that paper into the teacher. What are you going to hear? Oh, you got this one right. Oh, you got that wrong. You got that wrong. You got that wrong. Sorry. You know what grace says? When we hand that paper into the teacher looks at our little examples and says, "You got it right." I did? I don't even understand how to do this, and I just wrote in numbers. And the teacher says, "You got it right. You're right." That's exactly what grace has done for us on the exam of our life. When we stand before God, He's going to look at us and go, "You got it right." And I think we're going to go, "We did? Really?" And we are going to know it's simply because of the grace of God. Because of Jesus. And back in Romans chapter 5 again, it says that because of one man's act of righteousness, we are declared right. It was given to us. Jesus got it right and gave us that status. He got it right and gave us that status. It's like some other kid in the class went to the teacher and said, when Reed hands his paper in, he's tried his best, but man, he got a lot of wrong answers on there. What I'd like you to do is give him 100%. And because I know I've got these all right. And the teacher will look at that sheet over and go, "Yeah, you're perfect score." And that kid says, "I want you to give Reed my score, and I'll take his." So that when I walk up to the desk and hand in my paper, the teacher looks at it and goes, "You got it right. You got it right." And that, you see, when I understand what that other kid has done for me, there's this incredible gratitude. That's how I relate to Jesus. When I look at the fact that He did that for me, He performed perfectly. He got it right. And then the Father says, and Jesus said, "Now let's give that to Reed. And I'll take on whatever the consequences are for him getting it wrong." Wow. See, that kid said to the teacher, "Give him my score, and I'll take the consequences for whatever he got wrong. I'll stay after school. I'll do extra homework. I'll lose my gold star status, whatever." That's grace. Grace. And it may be the very kid that I've treated badly. Wow. Grace. Grace declares, "You're right. You got it right." I don't know about you, but for me, today, to be able to go into God's presence in prayer or whatever, and know that I'm going to hear from you, "Well done, you got it right. You got it right." Oh man, sometimes we are so driven in the church to get our theology right, and our doctrines right, and our faith right, and our prayers right, and we need to sometimes take a big breath and just listen to God saying, "You got it right. You got it right." That's the God of grace, who has declared us righteous, which basically is saying, "You got it right. You did well. 100%. Congratulations." So let's give Him some thanks today for that incredible trade-off. Grace says, "You got it right." We'll talk again tomorrow.